We're back for Your Ears Only. I'm Mark Garber.
I'm David Alpern with this quote from the news. The economy is doing a little better, but not a lot better, while the stock market has been a remarkable phenomenon. That was former Office of Management and Budget Director Alice Rivlin on the Treasury Department's report of collecting 16% more in taxes in March than a year ago. Reduced military spending and a drop in outlays for unemployment insurance also contributed to the smallest federal deficit for the month since 2000. Later in the week, worries about internet, biotech, and other fast-growing companies drove the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 260 points. Now this.
This man has influenced every host who came after him, and even a few who came before him. He's that good. And I got to tell you, I do not envy whoever they try to put in that chair.
Truly, one of the great pleasures of doing this show has been trying to maintain professional composure whilst Mr. Colbert is making me laugh uncontrollably. So, the exciting news today is I no longer need a cable subscription for the privilege of watching Stephen Colbert.
CBS has just declared war on the heartland of America.
Stephen Colbert paid tribute to the retiring David Letterman last week, but got laughs for what he didn't say. Jon Stewart paid tribute to Colbert as the one chosen by CBS to take over Letterman's Late Show sometime next year. And Rush Limbaugh paid tribute to his own ideological view of TV comedy. Far from a laughing matter.
In fact, Colbert said he would not bring his faux conservative character to the new network slot, which raised a question about what the liberal fans who love to hate it will make of the real Colbert, or Colbert as his sister pronounces it, and if they will follow him for the unavoidable late show parade of celebrities pushing films, shows, recordings, and essentially themselves. To talk about all that and some other entertainment comings and goings, most notably Mickey Rooney's passing and Barbara Walters' retirement, for Your Ears Only, we're joined again by Orlando Sentinel TV writer Hal Boedeker. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the ratings behind Letterman's retirement, or at least against which his announcement should be seen. He actually scored lower after longtime rival Jay Leno gave way to Jimmy Fallon. Knowing those numbers, did you expect Letterman's departure rather soon?
No, I think he is so well liked at CBS that he could hang on for a while. This is pure speculation, but I think he'll be on for most of next season, and maybe they'll start Colbert in May, and they'll let Dave have a swan song. It's not always about the ratings. He was the most innovative host, and that's important to remember.
Well, when Colbert was only one of the possibilities, there was speculation about how his phony conservative commentator would do with all the Late Show commercial self-promotion. We now know that's not going to happen, but will fans of that character follow Colbert as himself to the new slot?
Yeah, I think they'll give him a shot. I think people like the person more than the role he's playing. His tribute to his mother suggests that he's a thoughtful person, and, I think this is the main thing. I think he will keep the edge in late-night television, and that's very important. Fallon is lovable. Kimmel is outrageously goofy. Colbert provides an alternative.
Friends and associates assure us that the real Colbert or Colbert has more than enough talent and creativity to host the Late Show as himself. He does sing, dance, and act. Do you know enough about him to think that there's enough there to capture an audience the way Letterman did?
Yeah, I think he's kind of like an actor, and the Late Show will let him display his range. Maybe he's some Meryl Streep of late-night hosts. He'll sing, dance, do accents. There's a mystery about him, and I think that's very helpful to him and CBS in the long run. What will he be like? You're going to have to tune in.
Let's switch to the end of the Wawa era, from Today Show researcher to ABC News co-anchor to endless specials, The View, and guaranteed laughs as the subject of TV parody. What do you see as Barbara Walters' most important achievement or legacy?
She broke through for women, and she did it her way. She is a true pioneer. Now, her style may be parodied, but, it is a groundbreaking style. And the other thing, too, is she mixed hard news and show business in a way that's very influential. You see more of her style today than you do Walter Cronkite's or Edward R. Murrow's.
We'll talk about the final tribute she'll likely get from ABC.
Well, she's going to get a week of love on The View in May, and she'll get a 2-hour primetime special on her last day there. And, of course, they'll keep talking about her every day on The View. You will not be able to ignore her farewell.
And she won't even be totally gone from The View or even ABC News.
Yeah, she does it her own way. Initially, she says she would give it all up, but she's like an old trooper, who won't hang it up. And, she can do whatever she wants. She made ABC a lot of money.
Well, truly gone is Mickey Rooney at age 93 and on stage or screen since boyhood. You said that with Judy Garland, he captured the essence of American show business.
Yeah, it's this let's put on a show feeling from the Rooney Garland movies that carries down through the years. Mickey and Judy had this youthful joy, and that never goes out of style. It's so American. Let's put on a show. It sure beats let's sit on our ass, doesn't it?
What would you say was Rooney's best work on film, even without a competitive Oscar, and on TV where he did win an Emmy?
Well, he had such a long career, so I'm going to point to several movies. He is astounding in Boys Town. The energy and anger in that performance really grip you. And this is what's so interesting. He is more interesting in that movie than Spencer Tracy, who won the Best Actor Oscar for that movie. And then later from his career, I love The Black Stallion. And, it's just a shame he didn't win the Oscar for it, but heck, you'd go crazy trying to figure out the Oscars.
And what shows today do you see carrying on his legacy?
Oh, well, Saturday Night Live, of course. Every week it's let's put on a show. Sometimes they hit it like they did last week. And other weekends are way off. You can see it in the High School Musical franchise. And when you look at the Carol Burnett movie parodies, I think that sense of let's put on a show is evident there. They were very influential.
Let's look at the controversy over a proposed merger of cable giants Comcast and Time Warner. Some liberals and conservatives are crying concentration of power, a possible curtailing of content, and increasing subscription rates. What's your view?
Okay, well, this is my personal opinion. I'm concerned it will decrease competition, and I'm not sure that concentration of power in any industry is good. So it'll be an interesting story as it plays out.
I wonder what you're looking forward to from the last season of Mad Men that's upon us now.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm looking forward to a little bit more joy in the storytelling because the premiere Sunday night I found very bleak, and the characters are pretty down. They're miserable, and the show looks great, but the verve isn't there. I mean, it's a pretty bleak hour, I thought.
And what about the new season of Thrones? There's a lot of joy there, but it's pretty bloody joy.
Well, we're getting a wedding tomorrow night, and no show does weddings like Game of Thrones, and I think wedding planners everywhere can be thankful for that. It's a gripping hour of TV. That's what I will say. And that one really got my blood boiling. It just, their characters are high one moment and way low the next. It's a really exciting hour of television.
Hal Boedeker is TV writer at the Orlando Sentinel newspaper and orlandosentinel.com/entertainment/blog/TV-guy.
Quote from the news, "You possibly think this is entertainment. It is not." That was Judge Thokazil Matilda Masipa after a prosecutor's snicker at the trial of South African runner Oscar Pistorius, accused of shooting his girlfriend to death, though he claims he feared she was a burglar hiding in his bathroom.
Next, the Lyndon legacy, last week's Civil Rights Summit for your ears only.